Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Joker back again once again, and yes, it's time for this Destiny video. The dreaded sunsetting and we're listening talk. Now, a couple of years ago, Bungie talked about sunsetting some weapons and armor, and most people did not like it. Most people did not like it at all. And we're completely against it, but they're like, okay, you know what? We're willing to give it a try. I was one of the people that was like, this would be great for the game. And I specifically said one thing. I said, this would be great for the game if they keep giving us new stuff. You know, the occasional, the occasional Destiny 1 exotic or weapon here or there, or like bring back a Destiny 1 raid. You know, that's fine. It's a very controversial topic. But what's not okay is the constant reissuing of weapons. People spend a lot of time, grinding for that god roll over and over again. And, Reckoning, for example, with spare rations or mindbenders. I never got a god roll mindbenders. I got a decent roll, but to get that perfect roll that you want, some people have spent, like, months, like, grinding that, trying to get that. And then Bungie sunsets it. And I get the point of sunsetting, to get some of the stuff like all those God Roll, Rampage, Kill Clip rolls out of the pool to be used for in-game activities, but for one, it's still here in normal Crucible. Which we'll get to Crucible on a later note in the video, but basically, sunsetting so far has failed. They sunset way too much, way too early. And they've been trying to put on this band-aid of, well, here's a new weapon. But the thing with the new weapons is they're the old weapons, the exact old weapon. Even if it has maybe slightly different roles, what's the point of going for that? Nobody wants to go for a gnawing hunger again. If they have a god roll gnawing hunger, they don't want to try to grind out for another gnawing hunger just because that one lasts a couple of seasons more. Like, it's a way of feeling like you're being disrespected by Bungie. That's what it is. And I understand players who feel like they're disrespected by Bungie. Like, I'd rather grind new shit. I don't want to grind for a gnawing hunger for the third time in a row. And Bungie keeps saying they're listening over and over and over again. But it's to that point, like, if they were listening, there would be way more changes there. Like, we've been pretty vocal. Like, I know that Bungie has their own idea of their game, and that's fine. But if you want to say that you're willing to listen, and you're trying to listen, and you're listening, then pay attention to the community. If the community is straight up saying, like, trying to give their best idea, and we're all agreeing on one thing, please take that into consideration, and please, maybe listen and do it. I'm sorry for the disorganization of this video. I really am, and my mediocre skills right now in survival. I'm trying to commentate live while also playing. But what I'm trying to do is, they say they're listening, and yet things just take forever to get fixed, or they don't do what everybody's saying. Again, I was on the side that was like, Sunset will be great for the game, worked for Taken King, introducing new stuff. That was needed. That was good. Good work, Bungie. When people were saying, I'm not really sure this is a good idea, or it'll probably fail. Well, that's because I thought we'd be getting a lot of new shit, not just reskins over and over again. Which, again, if it's already in Destiny 2, there's no point in sunsetting it if you're just going to reissue it back. And I don't want to grind for the same thing that I already have had. I don't. Like, it's like, oh, you can, farm out this new Nature of the Beast. Okay, not Nature of the Beast. Okay. Good example. I'm trying to think of a good example right now. the reissuing of the Pit of Heresy weapons, right? They're bringing back the sniper rifle. They're bringing back the shotgun. They're bringing back the rocket, and they're bringing back the premonition, the pulse rifle, right? They're bringing those back. But to get them, you have to play the same activities that you are already playing to get them, right? You have to play the exact same activities. And for what? For the same gun, with maybe slightly different rolls, that's probably on a roll of another gun. That is basically the same gun. Now, that is just one of the issues here. Another issue is the lack of new stuff with all the reissuing and the sunsetting. Like, we got a new raid. Cool. The new raid is great. I love the new raid. The new raid's fun. And, you know, we're getting Vault of Glass in Season 13, an old raid coming back. New for new light players. Nostalgia up the butt for veteran players like me who played since Destiny 1. And that's fine. And I see that they're trying to do some more changes, but that's been it. Like, this season, it's like, hey, just go around, do another Horde Mode-esque thing of kill this thing, track this thing, kill it, and Deepstone Crypt. Everything else is the same. There's no new Crucible game modes, no new strikes. Like, I feel really bad mainly for Crucible as a Crucible player myself. Because Crucible is what I go to when I don't have that PvE or if I just feel like playing Crucible. And when sunsetting happened, they got no new maps at all. And they lost maps. Crucible players lost maps. And we've been on these same maps for the last couple of years. It's like, come on, nice little change of pace would be great. Face a new Crucible map or a new game mode added here or there, that would be fantastic. You know, a lot of people are saying, you know, in comments of videos that talk about stuff like this, where's Rift? You know, people loved Rift. I personally would love to have Rift back. Rift was a fun game mode. I really heavily enjoyed that. And Iron Banner's just control. Where's Iron Banner Clash? What about Sparrow Racing? You know, some other game mode to enjoy. Besides the same stuff that we've been doing. And please, for the love of God, give us rewards to chase. If people are playing in Crucible, you know, specifically stuff like the survival playlist, give them something to chase. What's the point of going, you know, getting the Legend, right? What's the point of going to Legend now? Except, you know, do that 3 times, get unbroken, right? That's what you do. There used to be something attached to that. It was a not forgotten. Really good hand cannon, but that's sunset. And people can buy it from the kiosk now. So there's no reason to. If you add more rewards, more incentives to play Crucible, people will play Crucible. Same can be said for strikes. Add more incentive. Please, Bungie. You know, they're finally adding incentive for Grandmaster strikes, and that's freaking great. They're adding Adept Palindrome, Adept Swarm, Adept Shadow Price. Good on you, Bungie. And they're making Nightfall slightly more relevant, which is nice. But I remember in Destiny 1 where if a strike were to roll around, and this happened a little bit in Destiny 2 at the start, there was a specific armor piece or a specific weapon that you'd want. Like with Omnigul, right? With Omnigul, we had Grasp of Malak, a really, really good pulse rifle. And people would spend hours farming that shit, trying to get a roll that they wanted. We had Horus Least. People liked Horus Least. They farmed it when it was the Nightfall. The DFA, my friend Glennia, he farms so long, so much in tree probabilities to get that DFA. People will play these playlists more if there's incentive. So again, loot is a big issue. And when I say loot, I don't mean, oh, here you go. You know, oh, wow. It's not, oh, here you go, you want loot, here's this gnawing hunger that you already had. There you go. That you already had to farm for, and now you're farming for it again. Like, no, I mean new stuff. Now, can some stuff come back from Destiny 1? Sure. Why not? Maybe give it a new Destiny 2 twist. You know? But we need new things. We need new things to do. Like new stuff and things to do. Like, we have gotten, again, we got Deepstone Crypt. And there are some new exotics we got this season, you know? We got Necrotic Grips for Warlock, Spakras for Hunter. That was cool. That was great. Oh my god. Wow. That guy sucked with his super. There we go. Good work, teammate. It was great that we got those new exotics. It was fantabulous. And Hawkmoon coming back? Yes, but that's so little to what we had there. I want more legendary weapons. You know? I'm sick and tired of farming the same stuff. Now, Crucible really needs a big balance patch too. But the light classes, they need an overhaul to be able to match with the stasis. TDT Productions, he made a whole little thing about some of the classes if they were to get the fragment and aspect treatment. I highly suggest looking into that if you're intrigued on what it might look like and how it might be doable. He did really good on that. He even threw in some new stuff for Hunter. Like Hunter got some more burn on their gunslinger, you know? Things like that. And people sometimes say to me, and they say it to other people too, they're like, now I'm going to use Darkseid Rotated Lore for this, his mimicry of people, but Joker, just play a different game! Here's the thing. Okay? For some people, this is how they make money as YouTubers. They play this game to make money. Some people tried other things. You know, when the game was Sword 9 out, Sweatsickle, he tried other things. It was not received very well, specifically with the subscriber count. Some people, it's their money. Like, they get money out of streaming this game and playing this game. And so you have to take that into consideration. Then there are some people like me, where some of my closest friends or people that I consider like friends to me, I met on this game or Destiny 1. Close friend of mine. I met him on Destiny 1 when we were playing Iron Banner. And we hit it off. We were both idiots. And at one point, we both found out where each other lived. And we're like, oh shit, we live close to each other. And we met up. That's right, one of my friends in real life, I met through this game. And do I regret meeting him? No. I had a clan, like, that I'm still a part of, Diplomat's Crack. That clan has been like this clan has been like a second family to me. They have been there to joke around, laugh, and have fun, and have been there for me whenever I want to play Destiny. Clan leader, he's like my second father. You know, all my clanmates are like my cousins and siblings. They're great people. So, you tell people like us to play another game. But no, This is where we've had memories here, and people are vocal about this because they care about this game. They care about the community. They care about the development of the game. They care about the bonds that they made with people, the friends they made along the way, the memories that they had of completing their first raid, whether it be Volta Glass in Destiny 1, when Taken King rode around, King's Fall, heck, even Leviathan in Destiny 2 with New Lighters. Like, why would I want to leave something that's so good? Like, the thing is, I know that Bungie can do better, and if they were to listen, this game could be really way better than it is right now. And it hurts. I feel bad for the PvP community in the sense where right now they're the ones that are mainly feeling ignored. The people that only play PvP. I'm not talking about me. That plays PvE and PvP at the same time. Back to back. Oh, I feel like playing PvP today, or oh, I'm raiding today, or I might just do both. And I'm not talking about the PvE players. I'm talking mainly on the PvP players because Bungie had said, we're going to focus on PvP. Like, we're going to have a new focus on PvP. This is the first wave of changes. They introduced trials. Smart move on them. Except for a few things. Trials did not have adept weapons to start off with. They were using old gun models from Destiny 1. And they had a perk called Celerity, which was basically like Last Resort from Destiny 1. Last Resort states you gain a bunch of bonuses, right? When you are the last living member on your fire team. Oh my god, where was my team there? Wow. Well, one of them was dead. But you gain a bunch of bonuses, I think it was like target acquisition, stability, and reload. Something like that. You gain bonus stuff when you're the last living member of your fire team. That would have worked perfect for trials. It was a random roll on a trials weapon, which I have a whole issue with random rolls, in my opinion. On raid weapons and trials weapons, there should not be random rolls, but I digress. That's another topic for later if you want me to talk about that. But Celerity would have been the perfect built-in intrinsic perk for adept weapons. Because Last Resort was originally in Taken King with like Doctrine of Passing and Reflection Sum and that. That's what that was. That was the intrinsic perk. It was built into the gun, so adept weapons could have easily had that built in. And it would have been fine. Bungie didn't do that. Would have been just a reskin, put in Celerity. And then later, as Trials goes out, Trials comes out. For the next season, they introduced adept weapons after Trials came out for the next season, right? And they finally added adept weapons. That's good. But the adept weapons have random rolls, so you could go flawless and just get screwed over by the roll. And it's the same guns that we've already had. The only difference about the adept weapons is the fact that, you can have adept mods, which half the adept mods have a terrible penalty, like adept targeting, tanking your stability, just for more aim assist. Why use that when you can just use a normal targeting adjuster or like a targeting mod on your helmet? So that was not there, and then the only other thing that they had that was special about them was, you get like +3. Oh, I hit him with my knife. +3 to all other stats besides the Masterwork stat, or like +5, whatever. You get a little bit more to all the other stats besides just your Masterwork stat. That's what it was. If I remember correctly. Oh, teammates, where were you? But, like, woo. And it lasted one more season. That's, again, the issue with loot. So, I might backpedal a little, but give us loot to chase, Bungie, and we will chase it. And what else is there to say? Well, there's always the argument of it's a PvE focused game. Well, it has a lot of PvE, but it has a lot of PvP, and basically alienating half the community and not really listening to them, that does not work. That does not work. It never has worked in history. Cutting off a group of people and not listening to them, but listening to another group never works. Never works. So, it's a PvE and PvP game. That's what it is. If it wasn't part PvP for the game, should not have had PvP to begin with. Should not have. There's no reason to have it then. If you weren't gonna, at somehow, some way, shape, or form, focus on PvP, then it should not have been a PvP game. But it has some PvP in it. I'm playing PvP right now, so that's PvP. Oh, I'm screwed. So why, Bungie, are you basically alienating half of the community, telling them that you're listening when you've not been listening there for a long, long time? Because there's just no new maps, no new game modes, no big new weapons to chase. That's that. Dear Bungie, I'll do what a TDT did here real fast to sum everything up. Dear Bungie, we care about your game, and we know you care about your game too. We want to see this game prosper, but you need to also listen to your community. Communication is one of the keys to it. And add new stuff for us to chase. Don't leave PvP only players hanging. Give them a new map. Give them some new weapons to chase, you know? That are actually entertaining to chase. Some new perks. Don't keep reissuing weapons and just admit when you failed. Sunsetting has not worked so far. You sunsetted way too much stuff, way too fast, and now you're basically putting a band-aid on it by reissuing stuff that people have already grinded for in this game and don't want to grind for again. Because it's the same guns and armor. Bungie, please, just communicate with us. We're trying to communicate with you, and I would love to have somebody just straight up say, hey, we messed up. Sunsetting was a mistake. We sunsetted way too fast. And we might need some time to sort this out, you know? We might need some time to sort everything out. And if that were to happen, I bet you that a lot of people will be like, okay, well, you know, we'll try to give you that time. Thank you for being thank you for being honest with us. That's all I have to say for now. I love this game, but I don't like the current state it's in. And Bungie, just listen to us, please, and give us stuff to do. Make this game more refreshing. That's my thoughts. So I hope you all enjoyed that, my take on the whole situation. And I'll just play through the rest of this Crucible match, and win or lose, that'll be that. I'm sorry if this video might not be what you would usually normally expect from me. I just really felt like I need to get my feelings about this game out to everyone. So, oh, there was a person there. Oh, I'm dead. So, you know, leave a like if you enjoyed and you want to see more from me. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell to stay notified of future streams and uploads, and I'll catch you on the next one. Please, Bungie, hear what your fans and your community are saying. Please. Bye.